Okay, so today we're gonna go out into the wilderness and light a fire. I was gonna go earlier when it was clear, and I looked at the weather channel and saw the extreme weather coming, so I decided to wait till it was blizzardy out and make it a little more challenging. To add to the challenge, my snowshoes are broken and need repairs, so I'll be trudging through the snow, which is fine. I'm not always gonna have that. Got my bag with water. I have this bag here to gather material as we're hiking. So as we're going, we can find birch bark, sticks, dry material, because when we decide to sit down and have a fire, there might not be good material around. So as you're hiking, pick it up as you go, and then when you do get tired and need a rest, you have everything you need with you. I use this bag so I don't have to stop and take this bag off to put the material in. You can quickly grab it, stuff it in. It's all right here. Now, I waited for the blizzard, which also means I'm running out of daylight. So let's go. Right here, behind my house, it's nice and packed down. My friend Joe come by on his snow machine the other day and pack it down nice. But the other thing is, I've been up and down this trail so much, I've pretty much scoured all the birch bark and dry material from around here. So we're gonna have to break trail. I know where there is a dead walnut tree, maybe a maple tree, that should have nice dry branches that are basically freeze dried and easy to burn. And then I know another spot 100 yards from there where the bears push the trees down to eat the pine cones. I think I want to gather some of those pine needles to make a tea and warm up for the hike back. And that dead maple tree is up that way. So I think that's where we're gonna go. Oh. Steep. Past my knees. It's gonna be a challenge. Part of coming out here isn't just for the beauty, the exercise too. I'm definitely getting my cardio in today. Snowshoes. Oh, see this branch just broke? Super dry. I can use this. I just bumped into this branch. It broke off. Which means it's dead. It looks the same as this one, which isn't dead. It won't light as easily. You want that to break. It's basically freeze dried. This is good kindling, good fire starter, especially if it's windy and snowy. You want something that's going to light quickly. Okay, so these two trees, this one and this one, aren't the ones I was aiming for, two oak trees, but they do have lots of nice light dead wood in them. There's a big piece there, that's too big to carry. What we're looking for is this stuff, maybe a little thicker, about the size of your wrist. It's lightweight, it's gonna burn easy, it's a hardwood too, so it's gonna throw off some good heat. This is a good score. It looks like there's enough here to fill our bag for the little fire we need. Then we just need to find a bunch of dried out birch bark. And like I said, I want some pine needles for a tea. There's a lot of spruce around here, which is just fine for spruce needle tea, but I prefer the pine. Just from that one stop, and those two trees, we have more than enough wood to light the small fire that we want to light. Fire is just going to be to stop, have a rest, have a warm drink, and then hike back. If it was wood for an overnight, or you just wanted to hang out all day and do some work and you wanted to have a big fire, you need a lot more wood. It'd be best to set up a spot where there is a bunch of wood available. Okay, moving on. Now we have to find some kindling to get our fire going. We have some small sticks, but we need something else to burn. Leaves are dry, but they don't make a very good fire starter. Birch bark is the absolute best out here. There's lots of pine and spruce. You can cut into it and harvest fat wood, but that's a whole nother video, and I don't feel like doing that much work as I'm using up all my energy just hiking through this wilderness. Okay, pine trees are down through there. Let's go. Snow really is thick in here. See, I'm down below my knee, which makes it difficult to move around, and you don't know what's under the snow, so you trip on branches and stuff like this. It'd be easy to twist your ankle and hurt yourself if you didn't really take your time, navigate through the snow. beautiful. There's some birch bark here, which we need. We need more than these little flakes. We need a lot more than this. So we need to find a nice big dead tree. We can pull sheets of it off. I have an idea where there is some of that. Okay, I think I found a good spot. Get some good birch bark. Now this stuff, stuff's pure carbon. It burns petrol. It takes a lot of heat to get our wood going. Gather a whole bunch of this stuff. Like that. Well, this is good stuff to get a fire going. It's too much to fit in my bag. I don't want to leave it. Maybe I can just kind of I see a big pine tree there. They kind of grow in groups. There's more through the snow over there. Working up an appetite. I didn't bring any food. Brought some water. That pine needle tea is gonna help. It's loaded with vitamin C, antioxidants, all kinds of other great things. A little closer to those pine trees. We are losing daylight. But I'm only maybe a kilometer in. It's just and it should be easier if I take my own tracks back. It should be less work. I've already broken trail. I do have a flashlight just in case, but I don't think it'll take me that long to hike back. Here's what I was looking for. Right here. The bear pushed these down a couple years ago to get at the pine cones. And they were all the way down touching the ground. They've since stood up. I'm sure all the claw marks have healed by now. think I'll take these pine needles. That's all you need right there. More than enough for 1 cup of tea. Now, we've got our firewood. Getting thirsty. I want to find a spot to sit now and light a fire. It's windy, it's snowy, so we want to find something. If we could shield ourselves from the wind. It'll be easier to get our fire going and to keep it lit. This looks good up here. Small hill. It's actually in the direction that the wind is coming from. Which is perfect. Should shield us a bit from the wind. Just get our fire going in here. And like I said, I'm glad we gathered our firewood and our fire starter on the way, because all the stuff around here isn't going to burn very well if it's all alive. Because we have this, we're prepared. It shouldn't be too hard to get a fire going in here. Have a little break, because I need it. Not cold. Sweating. I'm soaked in sweat. Now that I'm resting and I'm wet, I'm gonna get cold quick. We're out of the wind though, which is nice. It'll be good to get a fire going. We're off the rest. Body starts to get cold. Fire will get keep me up. Okay, get our fire going here. I'm already starting to cool off. Now, some of these branches are kind of punky. Now, instead of digging a hole down out of the snow, we can lay some of this birch bark so that our fire isn't pulling all the moisture up out of the snow. This branch here One more of these. We'll have a base. Build our fire on top of some wood. This piece here, it's not going to burn very well. This piece here. We'll light our fire right on top of this. Get all our small dry stuff prepped. So once we spark a flame, it's easy to quickly throw it on that flame. Now you can obviously use a lighter or matches. I'm going to use a ferrocerium rod. The snow is really falling. We have some real dry stuff. And I should catch a spark pretty easily. I hope. Because I didn't bring a backup lighter. Break it up so there's fine particles like that to catch your spark. Close. Cold temperature doesn't help. No, don't go out. There we go. Okay. And we can start adding our small dry stuff. Get some coals going. I can already feel the heat. It's a nice warm fire. Whew. But I'm worried. This oak wood doesn't look like it's lighting up too easily. That's all just birch bark burning. I'll try some of this maple. And my fire went out. Okay, so we have to start over from scratch. This wood is not burning well at all. We have to find some other wood in a spot where there isn't any. I'll have to look around here. Now I'm getting cold. See some spruce trees over there. Maybe that's what we want. It's the dead spruce branches. This stuff isn't as dry as I thought. It's quite punky actually. So, we're gonna go and scour around this area, find something else. Now, I messed up and I forgot my bag and my knife and my saw. Found what I need to get this fire going. These lower branches are dried out. You know, the tree looks half dead. But there's my hill there that I'm on the other side of. I didn't go too far from our camp. This stuff should burn a lot better. This should be enough here. Follow my trail back. Gather some more of this stuff. Okay, there's our spot out of the wind. Let's try this again. Whew. Still smoldering a little bit. Now, my ferro rod is all coated in ice. So is my knife. Hopefully, that doesn't cause a problem. Oh, there we go. Okay. No. Fire does not want to light. Quickly as it starts, the wind and snow puts it out. Okay. There we go. This stuff should burn a little better. Don't want to choke it out. Start with small stuff. Just like that birch bark, this spruce tree has a lot of resin inside it. See it putting off that black smoke. Now I can already tell that wood's catching. Unlike that other stuff I put down, which just wasn't burning at all. Once I get some coals going, okay, now let's boil some water for our tea. Okay, that water's starting to come to a boil. I'll put those sticks down, have something to set my cup on. I don't want it to fall. Losing daylight pretty quickly. It only took me a few minutes to go and find this extra wood, but quite a while to get the fire going. Now there's all kinds of different ways to prepare pine needle tea. Some people chop it up real small. Some people throw the whole branch right in. For spruce needle tea, this is a pine. And some people say to boil the water first, not to boil the needles in the water, boil it and then steep it. But I'm just gonna go ahead, throw my needles right in. feedlots. Throwing off some nice heat, warming me up. I'm not cold at all. And this hill is doing a great job of blocking me from the wind. Okay, that's been boiling in there for a few minutes. I want to take it off and let it cool down, but those gloves aren't thick enough to grab that hot stainless steel. Maybe utilize this leather here and my knife, hurting myself or spilling it. Perfect. Let that cool a minute. Cool down enough, I think. Now, there's all kinds of benefits to pine needle tea. It's high in vitamin C. It's great for the immune system. It helps with inflammation. My hip's pretty sore from that hike. It's going to help with that. But I don't recommend consuming anything from the wilderness without contacting your doctor first. There's mushrooms and berries and stuff out here that can hurt you. And I'm pretty sure, actually I'm positive, that pine needle tea isn't good for pregnant women. So always consult your doctor before consuming anything out of the woods. Fire's going great now. Doesn't taste like you think. It's actually kind of sweet. And you could put something in here: sugar, lemon, honey, berries. In hindsight, I probably should have brought a little whiskey or gin or something because I'm quite sore from that hike. Warming me up, giving me that little boost for the hike back. Well, we're running out of daylight. And it's time to hike back. delicious. Hey, back the way we came. Well, that's how I light a fire sometimes. There's all kinds of ways to light fire in the woods. This wood didn't work out. You really got to make sure you harvest the right wood. So if that area didn't have that pine tree that close, or that spruce tree, wouldn't have been able to get a fire going. Would have been a problem, or at least not one that threw off a lot of heat to warm me up and boil a drink. Would have had to hike back cold and more hungry. That seemed to quench my hunger and give me another little boost of energy to hike back through. See you next time.